the race for the Oklahoma Sooners to get another one of these Big 12 Title Championship T-shirts, or one of these, a Big 12 Championship cap for another consecutive year. It all starts in spring football. A lot went on today in the red and white Crimson and Cream game, as the Crimson outplayed the Cream in the annual red-white game scrimmage at the University of Oklahoma. I've got a lot of thank yous to get after, plus I'll get to the stats. I'm not going to do the scoring this time around because Stoops kind of has an awkward way of scoring things back and forth, so I'm not going to go that way. But I'll give you the final score, and I'll give you some of the ins and outs, and so that's how we'll play it here. But as I said, the Cream outdo the Crimson 28-24 in Norman in the annual spring red-white game. Here's the post-game thoughts, only right here. Boomer Sooner, 1982. All right. Well, first of all, I guess the thank yous. First of all, have to go to the Oklahoma Sooner athletic football department. Overall, it all started this morning at around, I'm going to say, 8 a.m. And what they did was they gave out, they sold game-worn jerseys, game-worn helmets, like this one that I got here. I actually got it signed with a couple of thank yous, specifically to one of the guys that I used to love, watch playing, Tony Casillas, who actually signed this helmet for me. So, you youngsters, when I was little, I watched this guy play. He signed it along with Chuck Long signing it, and J.D. Runnels, Teddy Lehman, and Dusty Dvorak being some of the other Oklahoma Sooner alumni that signed my OU football helmet. I don't always get a chance to get one of these, so for me to finally get a chance to grab one of these and actually have the fortitude and the money to do so is awesome, and I will treasure this forever. Another big thank you goes out to a girl that you should follow on Twitter. I love to tweet this lady. She's not only beautiful as far as looks are concerned, but she's brilliant, and she knows what she's talking about when she talks about Oklahoma Sooner football. She covers OU football, basketball, baseball on this new Sooner Sports TV. You can find her. You can find Jessica Cootie at Jessica Cootie. Not that hard to find. She's got a lot of cool thoughts and cool ideas, and she's just a neat lady. And it was just an honor and a privilege to meet and greet her at the Boomer Barbecue, which started at about 10 a.m. is when it started. After that, you get your tickets and everything. You kind of chillax there a while, and then they'll get food going for you. Then the game day will come to you live from the game day. Prep bands, everything there, rocking and rolling, as James Hill would say. You're looking good. You're having fun. Another thank you goes out to the McTwire family. I got to meet Trey's parents at the Sooner game day barbecue. and they now know how I feel on this player. I like this kid. He's a good-looking, solid player, and I even told the mom that I don't expect him to come around next year, and I kind of expect him to go pro and earn the money that he will most likely deserve to get in the NFL and have a big-time year this coming up year with Blake Bell at quarterback. Speaking of Blake Bell at quarterback, next came the football game itself. Very vanilla. Not a lot of surprises on here. The main the main eyes were all on the quarterback battle, and it was pretty even. Blake Bell had 213 yards in the air with 2 touches. Kendall Thompson, a $151 and a touch, as did Trevor Knight, the redshirt freshman, have 86 yards and a touchdown to boot. The leading rushers for the Oklahoma Sooners today, David Smith, a freshman that redshirted last year. He had 16 pops and 65 yards and a touchdown. The other runner that played very well today, Kendall Thompson, 8 pops, 35 yards, 0 touches. I really think that he could have had a lot more than 8 carries for 35 yards. He could have had 35, 40, 45, 50 yards, maybe even more than that. But as you guys know, Bob Stoops plays with the tag quarterback. So if you have the blue jersey on, you're just tagged and you're down, and there's not a lot you could do about that. Next came, I met his family. I told him how good I thought that he could be, and he showed up, and he proved that I'm no fool. 6 attempts on catches, a $122 yards, and 0 touchdowns for Trey McGuire. The other receiver for the Sooners that played pretty well today, a guy that I'll thank later, Roy Finch, who had 4 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown to boot. Mike Stoops came in trying to fix this defense. They let a couple of guys go. Ship and everybody, Montgomery and those guys, Montgomery and Mike Stoops, they all collaborated together. Their guys had 10 tackles apiece as the leading tacklers. They were Aaron Franklin and Brandon Young. As I said, both of those guys had 10 catches. Kicking-wise, we all know who it's going to be right now. It's probably going to be Michael Honeycutt, proving again that it could be Michael. Uno for uno, 1 for 1, 42 is long, as far as that's concerned. Punting, replacing Tress Way, at least today. Jed Barnett played pretty well. He had 5 attempts to punt the ball, 36.4 in average, a long of 46. Plays of the game, the offensive plays of the game, the Josh Heupel hype play of the game happened on the first drive. Blake Bell comes in at quarterback, hands it off to Damian Williams. Damian Williams is stripped of the football. LaCourton Bester picks up the fumble and returns it for a touchdown. That's what you want, particularly from a freshman or a sophomore that hasn't gotten an opportunity to play a lot, is to keep an eye on the ball. And you did keep an eye on the ball, and you scored a touchdown because of it. The defense, though, they also scored some touchdowns. The aforementioned Kendall Thompson was forced into a fumble by Frank Shannon, and Frank Shannon returns it for a touchdown for the defense. That's the defensive play of the game. Final score, Crimson out. Or Cream outdoes the Crimson, 28-24 is your final score. After the game, I got the rest of these autographs. Roy's on here somewhere, uh, uh, as is. Let's see. Let's see who else is on here. There's a lot of them. Just a lot of players on here that that are pretty good. Alex Ross is a big guy that I was really looking forward to meeting and got to meet him. The running back out of Tulsa. Trevor Knight, Kendall Thompson. Just what an awesome day this was. Turned out to be for Oklahoma. I really want this. I really want them to know how thankful I am that that they were able to do this. I'm not always going to be able to buy these extravagant gifts here. So for me to actually have the opportunity to do it this time and to actually have the players sign it is awesome. Also, I would like to thank, I believe it's up here at the top somewhere, I even had Mr. Castiglione, Joe Castiglione, the athletic director at the university, sign my helmet. You can follow him on Twitter. Just look up Joe Castiglione and you'll find him. I believe it's Joe Rad. But mad props to him. I really want to thank him for doing that. He didn't have to. I asked him if he would, and he said he would. He's a good guy, and we're lucky to have him at the University of Oklahoma. After that was all said and done, we did press. We got to actually got to go on the field and thank the team members for everything that they put us for with the signing of our helmets or posters or whatever have you. As I said, I took this once in a lifetime opportunity to do the helmets. I got Clay, I got Finch on here, Alex Ross. I want those guys and the coaching staff and Joe Castiglione and everybody at the university to understand how much and how grateful I am to get that opportunity to meet these guys, to greet these guys. And I hope that there's more opportunities like that to come. This has been the OU Spring Report for the Oklahoma Sooners. I had a lot of fun today. I hope you did too. Watching and if you didn't watch it, just going back through the stats with me. I'm Harry James Taylor, and this is 1982 Boomer Sooner, everyone.